Hey, it's BrickTsar, and it's that time again. Who we got here? Yes. Yep. It's time for BrickTsar Answer Thingy, not Batman. So what are we going to do today? I got a bunch of questions that we're going to answer. Again, they might be brickless. And some of you have asked some really good questions, and there's a couple of them that I'm going to answer. It's just going to take me a little while to do them. Some have to do with filming. I am definitely not the one to be asking those kind of questions because I'm not as good as some of the other guys. I, some have better video equipment than me, so I'm not going to deal with those in this video, but I am going to do one that shows how I do it. Not that you want to learn from that. And then also, there's some other good questions that Matthew O'Brien's asked some good ones, so I'll get around to those. It's just going to take me a little while to do them some justice. So let's go through. These are not in any particular order. In fact, I think I may be doing the more recent ones first here, but I just made a list of some. I didn't want to mess them, and I know I'm probably still missing some good ones. I get so many of them, I'm losing track of it. So be patient with me if I don't answer your question. And we'll start with Tyler Prayed. It's Prey, P-R-E-Y with a D-E at the end. It could be Prayed. Tyler, I'm sorry. You asked some good questions. And your first one, you got 3 questions in a row. And the first one is, what is your favorite food? And you put, mine is probably lasagna. That's a coincidence because that is probably my favorite food. I love lasagna. I just can't eat it very much. It is good. I like lasagna. Every time I go to an Italian restaurant, I get lasagna. And then you said, what is your favorite animal? And you said you don't have a favorite. I like fish. I've always had aquarium fish. So probably fish. I like looking at fish. I don't know. And what is your favorite city set that you own? My favorite city set, he says, is Town Square. That's a good one, the Town Square. I like the remake of the Town Square, which may be a different one than you're talking about, because there's several sets that are Town Square. The one that has Gerald Kirk Christensen. No, wait a minute. What's his name? Yeah. You know, the owner of Lego on it. I never know if it's Kjeld, or Keld. I think it's Keld is his name. But he's on the box. That's a pretty cool one because it's got the building that's good for doing your Back to the Future scenes. It's got the clock tower building, and it's got a movie theater, and it's got the vintage gas station, I believe. So that's a pretty good one. And next we'll go to Matthew O'Brien, who always asks very good questions. He says, when you get around to building MOCs, hint, hint, what will you build? Could you do some trains? Have you seen the work of Swifty on Flickr? Have you heard about the 2 train sets coming out? Yes, I've heard about the train sets coming out. There's 3. I think there's 2 train sets and a station at least. Hopefully there'll be some other things, but the blue diesel train, that one looks pretty cool because it's more American style, North American style. And I would like to do MOCs of trains. In fact, I took a lot of pictures when I went to the Brick Fair at how they do their modular setup on their trains, where they have like a base plate, and it's amazing how the track works perfectly on a regular 48 by 48 base plate. You can put 2 sections of track on the no, that's the 32 by 32. Excuse me. On a 32 by 32, you can put 2 sections of track. And on the 48 by 48, which is you can put 3. So that's the way they worked out. That does good, and you can make it where you can move it if you have all the track on one base plate like that. And so I'm going to try to model the design for after that, where I can rearrange things rather easily. I like how they built the track with ballast. That's the gravel that you see on the sides. So I'm going to work on doing that around the city, and in getting organized, I'm going to go eventually and get some plywood and build some more tables, and then have storage under the tables and have the city going around. And I think I can make better use of my space if I do that, because I got a lot of dead space in the air. So if I build some type of table, have the city and the train layout on the table, have the storage underneath, and then we'll see. So I'm definitely planning on doing some train stuff. I'm still not comfortable designing my own locomotives, but that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to make some locomotives based on some of the railroads that I like, that are in the South, like Atlantic Coastline. That would be one that I'd like to do because it's got the purple and silver. Probably hard to get all the pieces to do that. All right, Zach Rhodes. This is the next back question. He asks, why is your name called BrickTsar? Now, I have actually answered that one from time to time. It comes up quite a bit, and I'll just go ahead and tell you, originally I wanted to be called Brick Picker because I have pickers in my family, not nose pickers. But a picker is somebody who looks for deals and like estate sales and things like that, and they sell them, these storage wars type people. There's quite a few of those in my family, and I'm the Lego picker in the family, and I wanted that, but there was already a website called Brick Picker, and so I didn't want to have anything that was too similar to any other name of anything. And from the time I was in high school, I always liked the name Tsar. I had a high school history teacher, Mr. Siegel, who explained to us why TSAR is a better, more true to the Russian pronunciation than CZAR. And I was fascinated with the history of the Imperial Russian and history there, and so I just, I said Tsar. And a lot of people think it's Star, but it's Tsar. So that's how I came up with the name BrickTsar, because I didn't want anything Lego, even though that's all I deal primarily with is Lego. I couldn't use Lego in the name because if it ever became like it was my name, I couldn't have Lego in it. It'd be trademark infringement. So that's why it's Brick and then Tsar. I like Tsar. And there is under the carousel at Six Flags, there's Tsar that I put there. I don't know if it's still there. I doubt that anybody took it down. I'd like to go in there one day, see if it's still there. That was 30 years ago, so we'll see. All right, Adam Kluzniak. Hey, Adam. He asked a lot of good questions, too. He wanted me could review the train whistle set from the 60s, and that's what I'm going to do. Do you know of any other Lego whistles? I don't know of any. He mentioned a Duplo one. I could look it up, but yeah, I don't know. But this one is interesting, and I got to clean that whistle. It's got all kinds of teeth marks, and I got to sterilize it and get it ready to go, and then test the electronics, and I hope it works. So I'll work on that in the next couple of weeks. And next question, Greystones. I used to work for Greystone Power, but his is 2 words, Greystone. If not Lego, what else? So if there was no Lego, what else would it be? Well, the next best building toy to me is K'NEX. Simply because of the roller coasters. I don't like the K'NEX bricks, but I'd probably be doing strictly K'NEX. That would probably be my favorite. Or it'd be HO scale trains and slot cars. But K'NEX is the next best building set, I think. All right, D Vandal. That's big D. Then another word is Vandal. V-A-N-D-A-L. It says, after building a new set, have you or your son noticed that some bricks have a stress fracture after completion? Absolutely. In fact, some people have noticed them on my videos. I reviewed a Paradisa set, for instance, and one of the 1x1 plates was cracked. I have found cracks on 1x1 bricks. Seems like the 1x1s crack more than the others. Doesn't happen a lot, but I mean, to the point where it actually cracks, but probably more like stress, like you're indicating. Yeah, I've seen that, but not enough to see it as a big problem. All right, that was D Vandal. Now let's go to the brick station. All right, he says if there were no, wait a minute, I don't understand the questions. I'll just read it the way it is. It says, and I mean no technic or other things. I must have left off part of it. It says, Bat, would you buy Lego sets? Would you buy Lego sets you can get at Target and Toys R Us? I've done about 200 hauls, and a lot of them are from Target. And even though Toys R Us is quite high priced, I've done quite a few from Toys R Us. So yeah, I've done it. I mean, there's video evidence of it. So yeah, go back and check some of the old hauls. And usually I put in the description of the haul, I put the primary stores like Target, Walmart, Toys R Us, Kmart. I don't get a lot of hauls from Kmart, only because there's no Kmarts around here. And I use the plural Kmarts because I'm talking about more than one Kmart. We don't call it Kmarts. But anyway. Colin Nipper. That's Knipper. It's Knipper. Nipper. He says, what ideas do you have for building MOCs? The train stuff. That's what we're going to start with. And then also, we need to do a roller coaster, but I don't have room for it right now. So we got the track to do the roller coaster. That's the next big thing that we should really do. And that's what Mardi Gras Man have been hitting at. And hey, well, let's go to a Mardi Gras Man 2-3 questions. He said, I think you have said you have sold your space monorails. Do you have the airport shuttle? In your opinion, why hasn't Lego done more monorails? Yes, I have the airport shuttle, and I've done a video of it. I've done a video of the black space monorail. It's is it Blacktron, Futuron? I can't remember. Futuron's the white and blue one. I have all three of them. I have 3 of the white and blue one. I have 1 of the other one. Why can't I remember the name? I'm going to have to look it up now. This is bugging me. I'm terrible about remembering things. I can remember what things look like. But it's, the Futuron is the white one. And then, what's the black one? The black one is the, it's just called Monorail Transport Base. What theme was it under? Alright. Unitron. Unitron, that's right, because I had all the Unitron sets, because there were like 5 of them, I think. Let's see, let me go to Unitron. You know, it's 4 Unitron sets, and one of them was the Monorail. Used to have all 4 of them. I probably should have kept those. The minifigures weren't too bad, but still got that one with the box. The video I did not have the box, because I used the one that I had out. And I do hoard Monorail track. I wish I sold the extra of the Futuron. Don't know if I should have sold that or not, but because like I say, I hoard the track. I hoard 9-volt straight track and Monorail track. If I find it cheap, I usually buy it. So yeah, the reason Lego hasn't done more monorails is probably because they didn't do too well when they were out originally. I think the price point was too high for everybody. That's my opinion. I have really no idea, but they only did the 3 sets. Okay, that's all we're going to cover in this video. And yeah, I'll have to get to these other questions later because we're already at 14 minutes. Are you still here? And one that Matthew O'Brien asked, I've pulled out some bricks. I don't think they'll show up here. But I'm going to review or do a video strictly for one question that he asked. And I don't know how long it's going to take me to do it. But he asked about Lego bricks. How can you tell which time period they are? I have 4 here. Let me get in front. 4 2x4 rare red bricks. I'm still fooling people with that. I don't understand it. But there's 4 bricks here, and all 4 of them are different. I don't think I can make it where you can see on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to take pictures of it and show you. Maybe you can see. There's something different about these bricks on that side. There's something different here and here. So see the webcam, it just doesn't give you a good picture. But there's different ways to tell differences in the bricks. Some years it's not going to be an exact science, like how do you know your brick was made in 1968 not 1969? I don't know. But you can tell if a brick was made before 1974. Well, I'm going to get into that in another video. It's not something that's a big concern, because basically a brick made in 1973 is worth about the same as a brick made in 1983. It's not that big a difference, but if you want your set to be from the time period, all the pieces from the time period, it's a little tricky. And it's more tricky if it's, to me, if it's one by ones. But that's going to be, see, I've already spent a minute talking about it, or 2 minutes, and I'm not even doing it in this video. So it's going to take me a whole video just to do it. So anyway, thanks for watching this BrickTsar answer thingy. If you're still watching, I'm sorry. But keep the questions coming. Thanks.